Peace and blessings. Welcome back to the show, y'all. This is DavidMeni, the Samoan Watchman. Thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well with you. And I hope your relationship with Jesus Christ is still as strong as ever. That your faith is all the way up there. And that wherever you go, all those demons will leave you alone. For they know who your master is. Much love to you. I look forward to. And thanks for tuning in. I'd like to give a shout out to all the new subs. We have we've had a lot of new activity, a lot of new subscribers to the channel. So welcome you guys. Normally I go live late at night, but found a little short opportunity to record some of my thoughts here. So I thought I might, put together this quick video and present to you a little bit about who we are here. So this is a channel where we question everything. We're all about finding truth in this crazy world that we live in today, because nothing is as it seems when it is being portrayed on mainstream media. Here we question everything. We question the narratives. We try to put the pieces together the best we can, because there's nobody that has everyone that's in a teaching position, a straight line to it. So that's what it is. I, for one, am tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of people being placed into a state of fear based on those narratives that they continue to push on television, on social media, everywhere you go. It's so blatant, and they cranked it up as far as the intensity of the information that they're pushing out. This is truly a war of information, and we here in this community of truth, we're tired of it, right? And so in the meantime, as we're trying to figure all this out, we continue to praise our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, however you want to call him. It don't matter, as long as you are serving the Most High God, Yahweh, Elohim, God, the God of the Bible. We're talking about him and the Son, his Son, that he sent to us to die for our sins, as an atonement for our sins, that we may receive salvation in Jesus Christ. And so there's a lot of things that we talk about here on this channel. And as I decided I was going to make a channel, things started happening to me, things that I started witnessing, I started noticing things happen supernaturally, and I had to talk about it. And so I didn't think I was going to be that guy that's going to be here in front of a camera on a microphone talking about this kind of stuff. Well, I kind of knew I might be diving into some kind of truth, but there's things that have been happening to me as I started this channel, and I'm talking about supernatural things such as Mandela effects, and such as mind probing with artificial intelligence, just with the growth of technology today and the evolution of it, how rapid it's changing, how rapidly it's growing, how rapidly it's becoming more powerful and more a part of our lives. Everything is starting to connect to Wi-Fi now. It's ridiculous. And, we're seeing a lot of stuff happen as technology grows, as AI grows. And so there's a lot of theories out there. I cannot say that I know them all. Not at all. I'm just here to figure it out. There might even be some things that I might say that are incorrect, or maybe that are not according to what you believe. And it's not to put anybody else down. We're all here in the same boat trying to figure it out. So if I say something that's against your belief, hey, don't worry about it. Forgive me. Let us figure it out and move on. There's no need for any more division than there already is, because there's so much in this community. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people, they'll speak truth on this side, and then when you venture off here, start talking about something else, and you start, getting to some other truths, they'll call you a liar. They'll say you're fake, or they'll say you don't know what the hell you're talking about, because you brought up this. And then I'm so tired of that division. We're not going to agree 100% of the time. Okay. It doesn't matter who you are. If we're both the same culture, both the same race, we're not going to agree 100%. If we're both the same gender, we're not going to agree 100% on every single topic. That's just not going to happen. Right. So if I say something that's offensive to you, I apologize. My intention is not to offend you. I'm really here just trying to put the pieces together myself, and decided I might make a channel out of this. And so here we are. with the Samoan Watchman Channel. I got to come up with a name for the show, but one of the many topics that we cover, we cover a few, but one of the many topics is mind probing, which I did not want to talk about, but because it's happening so much, it's happening almost every day. I don't always catch it. I don't always, screenshot it, but if I get a chance, I try to screenshot it best I can. I'm noticing AI technology has overstepped its boundaries and is now reading my thoughts and is now showing me advertisements based on my thoughts. And I believe it's a major breach of privacy, because now they're in your head. You know what I'm saying? They're in your head. Like, not even my wife knows all my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Now AI is going to go over here and just probe in my mind, and some people are like, you're crazy, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand. If I first heard, if I heard somebody say this a few years ago, like, oh, the internet's reading my thoughts, the computer's showing me things based on my thoughts, I would think that person is off their rocker. But that's what's happening. That's what's going on. And I have to report it. I need to know who else is seeing this kind of stuff. I need to know who else is experiencing these kinds of invasions of privacy, because it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. And I try my best to get, I'm on the internet a lot. I'm listening to YouTube a lot. I'm listening to podcasts a lot. And I get advertisements. And in those advertisements, it'll always be something that I'm talking about, something I was thinking about. Okay. So first of all, one thing we have to get squared away here. You need to know that people are monitoring what you search on your computer. What you search on your computer is going to trigger advertisements, because there's algorithms. There's people that are monitoring that stuff. There's people who are designed to advertise to you stuff that you like, stuff that you watch, stuff that you search for, right? And so that's how the internet works. You search up kittens, it's going to show you all kinds of kittens available, all kinds of cool videos on kittens. If you're a truck guy, you're going to get a lot of truck advertisements or car parts advertisements, right? If you're, booking a room, you're going to get a lot of, come to Las Vegas, spend your time here. And, you're going to get all kinds of advertisements. I'm talking beyond that, right? And so we move up to the next level of privacy invasion, where they're listening through your devices, through your phone, through your computer, through these microphones that are plugged into the computer. They're listening to your conversations, and while you're saying stuff, they push advertisements to you based on something that was said. I can't tell you how many times I'm having a conversation with my wife, and then we get commercials based on the things that we're talking about. So absolutely, they're monitoring us with audio devices, right, with microphones and such. And then they, whatever you search, whatever movies you pay for or you watch, if you watch Netflix and there's a certain movie that you watch, or you're going to get advertisements based on that. But I'm taking it to another level, guys. And of course, I might sound crazy, but it's happening so much. I think I have at least 100 examples on my channel of this phenomenon. I don't know what you want to call it. I think it's supernatural, because there's things that I'm touching and then it triggers an advertisement. I didn't talk about it. I didn't search it. I didn't take a picture of it. I didn't get a video of it. It's just something that I'm physically touching, or something that I'm thinking in my head, and it triggers an advertisement based on that. Why are they doing that? Well, because like a call for I can't even say the name of his channel because he's getting flagged so much. There's another truther channel, and he talked about it today, about how technology has been capable of monitoring thoughts and altering thoughts. I'm not cool with that, and so that's why I continue to talk about it. All right, so today I have a couple slides here. I was able, sometimes I'm quick enough to where I'll get a screenshot, right? And so if you've been a subscriber to my channel, you already know the drill. All right, so here, I don't know what kind of graph you want to call this. It's they can see the heat signals and of your foot or whatever, of your body. Anyways, I have feet problems, right? And with arthritis or gout, whatever you want to call it. And it just happened to me one of those times, because we've been doing a lot of walking in Vegas on our family reunion, and you know, I get home and I'm just scrolling through, and as I was thinking, like, damn, my feet hurt, man. All this walking, you don't notice the pain till you get home to the hotel, and you take your shoes off, your socks, you kick your feet up. You're like, damn, this freaking pain. It starts throbbing. I get this on my screen, right? I didn't say nothing, or not, you know, I didn't complain about it verbally. It just showed up. Okay, let's fly through this. This right here was a screenshot. I think I shared this one already on my last video, but if you don't know, they're pushing bugs on us, right? They're pushing insects on us. And yeah, this is a post from my friend Rachel on Twitter, and this is something that I just saw, right? In Vegas at the 7-Eleven. Now they sell eatable bugs. That's the name of the brand, eatable bugs, and there are these dry insects in packets with little seasoning on them, right? No, thank you. But yeah, don't eat bugs. Learn how to fish. Do something else. All right. I was watching a video, and then, you know, a few days later, I was thinking about Jesus, the real Jesus, right? And I don't want to get into the whole conversation about Jesus and versus Yeshua, but the Jesus that they taught us about, or that they portrayed to us with the blonde hair and blue eyes, and what Jesus is supposed to look like, right? And if they knew what Jesus is supposed to look like, if it's in the Bible, why do they continue to peddle the same images of Jesus to us all throughout the Christian religion, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, right? And so this is, you know, I don't really know if this is true, this cloth that was wrapped around him and he got that impression on there. I don't know. What I do know is that there's a lot of trickery, there's a lot of fakery in the religions, and you got to know that as long as you got your relationship with Jesus, with Yeshua, your relationship with Yahweh, as long as you got that down, you know, and live a good life, you've got it. You've got the majority of what you need to know. Everything else you can learn, you know, how to walk in the God, how to walk in his ways. You'll learn that stuff. But don't get caught up in the other stuff. You know, I'm just pointing out here that there are some differences, and there's a lot of difference in you know, the way people look at this thing. What I'm pointing out is that there's a lot of trickery, and the internet wanted to show me stuff based on me thinking about Jesus. Next up, I have a truck that needs to be fixed. I got two trucks that I need to fix. One of them I really, really want to get going, and one of the things that it needs majorly is a paint job. And you know, it's been sitting for months now in front of our house. I haven't touched it. I haven't gone by it. I just I look at it every day as I leave, and I'm like, damn, can't wait to get working on this car. I want to get this thing going. You know, I need it's an eye catcher, this truck. Let me tell you, but it definitely needs a paint job. And I started thinking this a couple months ago. It's like, I think I'm gonna go green. I'm gonna paint it a nice green coat. And so I get this. As I started thinking that, right, this a couple months ago, all right, then I get this, right, as I'm thinking, as I'm driving by, I'm like, I think green's the color we're gonna go. Boom, there it is on my phone. You know what I'm saying? These two images from Google. It was Google, what is it? When you open up a new tab on your Google browser, right? So how does the internet know that I was thinking about this tone of green for my truck? I don't know. Never said it out loud. Never searched it. I didn't Google them. Show me some cool shades of green for my truck, you know. But I get this, and this right next to it. It is what it is. All right. The other thing was the yard. So I started talking to my wife, you know, about plans that we're gonna have in the future, things we got to make some changes on. And later on throughout the day, I'm thinking, you know what? I also want to fix up the backyard. And there's a lot, you know, the grass doesn't grow back there except for spring when we get more rain out here. And that's the only time it really grows. Other than that, it's ugly, just dirt and dead grass out there. And I was like, I think it's about time we fix up this grass. And as I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, let me go talk to my wife too. This is another project I want to add to the list. I get this suggestion on how to revive your ragged lawn. Right outside of my room, you get a clear view of the mountains up here in the Los Angeles forest. It's far away. I would say it's about 20 miles away, but I get a nice view. You know what I'm saying? It's 20 miles away, but the mountains are huge, and I get a nice view over, I don't know how many cities I'm looking over, on this flat realm out here, but I get a nice view of the hills. And I remember one day I stopped right here in front of my door, and I was just gazing out over the mountains, and I was looking out there. I took a couple drives up there before, but I was just sitting there, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna take another ride. I'm gonna take the kids out there again. And I was thinking, what part should I go to next, of the Los Angeles forest? And I was thinking, what about that? There's some parts out there near Griffith Observatory where you get a nice view of downtown LA, and you get to look over to see a lot of people go up there. And so as I was thinking that, here I get this screenshot. It says it was once the nation's largest trash heap. Now it's an inspirational LA County park. Now, just by looking at this picture right here, I can tell you there's no part of the city that elevates this high except for maybe Signal Hill, but it doesn't give you this view. I know the hills, the views of Signal Hill, and that's not it. Signal Hill was not either a trash heap. Was not a trash heap either. It was a giant oil mound where they drilled a lot of oil out of there. So this has to be the hills up there where Griffith Observatory is at, near the Hollywood sign, overlooking LA, right? So they knew that I was thinking about getting up there. This right here might be a location, might be because I was near some fast food restaurants, but while we were in Vegas, we had a long day, and we went out late at night to grab some groceries before the grocery stores closed. Then we decided to get into a drive-thru, get some food for dinner before we get back to the room because the kids are hungry. So we tried McDonald's, and we were sitting in there for about half an hour, and it wasn't moving. We got out. Went to Taco Bell, long line again, too, same thing, right? I'm like, damn, Taco Bell. So we headed home. So you know what? Forget it. Let's go sleep. We went back to the hotel, and as I got there, I get this. Now, that could be because of my location, right? But it says Taco Bell customer holds up drive-thru after ordering $3,000 worth of tacos. Ordered one of everything. Or $300. I'm sorry, $300. So I guess that still could be a location issue where, the iPhone is communicating with navigation and is telling me that I've been sitting in a drive-thru for a while. But you know what I'm saying? Like after sitting in a McDonald's for half an hour and after sitting in the drive-thru for Taco Bell for a little while and leaving, it gives me this, again, the kids, we weren't really saying nothing about it, but that's what showed up. This one is not a mind probing. However, you got to be aware that all apps are being infiltrated by the enemy. This is an app that I use to edit videos, and this is a musical selection. I'm looking for a song to add onto one of my videos, and there's, this is the rock section, and I always told myself I'm not going to use any of the rock section. I didn't really. There's a lot of, there's very little rock that I would listen to, but I was going through there, and then there is the skull of the Baphomet. All right, for those of you that know that the devil is in all your entertainment, it's right there. He just can't help himself. Here's one. I was sitting here in front of my computer, and by the way, I shut off the cameras. I unplugged the cameras. I blocked the cameras. I want my privacy. You know what I'm saying? I want my privacy. So yeah, I put my cameras away. So the cameras, the computers are not watching me. The laptop's not watching me. And I was sitting here going through my desk, and I was like, damn, I know there was some gum here somewhere, or mints, something, right? And then I get this into my advertisement of YouTube, right? How does the YouTube know that I needed some gum? I wasn't saying it verbally either. I'm not the kind of guy who sits there and says things out loud. I don't say things out loud. Just like someone's here listening. I don't. Although I kind of am right now speaking into this camera. But what I'm saying is I was looking for gum, and then YouTube shows me an advertisement for this 24-pack of Trident Pocket Pack. The Trident Pocket Pack. That's what it's called. If you look right here in the middle, I was just thinking about losing some weight, right? And then I get that one, right? Thinking like, damn, I got to get back into my workout. Got to get my walking going again. And then I get that one in the middle. It's some dude looking at his belly. Because what it was, I was trying on clothes as we were preparing to go to Las Vegas for the family reunion. And I was like, damn, I didn't even prepare. I didn't go and buy myself clothes. I'm like, I got to use whatever I have. So I pulled out some pants that I haven't worn in a while. And I was like, please fit. So I'm pulling it up. I tried it on. Everything was good. And so I was ready to go to Vegas with my old clothes. But, I'm not all about getting the new shit anyway. Anyway, so there's YouTube showing me, an advertisement of some guy checking out his gut, right? And, this is a commercial saying your belly is, based on the different things that you consume, and it'll look different based on what you're eating, alcohol and such. So, yeah, they showed me that. Also, my watch, I grabbed my watch, and I was thinking, damn, it's got 2 batteries. One of them is dead, so my hands are not moving on my watch. I only have the digital, but I grabbed it anyway. It's a nice watch. But here's a kicker, man. So here's a it's not just things that I'm thinking, it's things that I'm wearing that triggers these commercials. So here's one. So we all have attire that we wear when we're at home and we're relaxed, right? And so this was change this light. This was okay, shoot, what am I saying? All right, I was wearing basketball shorts, right? I have a few pairs of basketball shorts that I wear when I'm home. It's the most comfortable thing. It's so light, right, and flexible, and you can, be wearing the majority of the time. I have this old pair of basketball shorts, super old. The threading's all coming apart. The rope, where your little tie for your waist, I don't know where it's at. So these shorts pretty much are falling all the time, and I had to do laundry, all the laundry, like all of our clothes, and so that was all I had left to wear. I'm wearing them, and they're falling, and I'm walking around holding my shorts up everywhere around the house as I'm cleaning and getting things ready. And so my wife calls. She goes, "Oh, come up to the front and grab some of the groceries." I'm like, "Shit!" So I go over there. I'm doing everything with one hand, and so here's this commercial for Belt Bro. Belt Bro. I've never seen this commercial before in my life. It's a genius invention, right? This is a commercial for this invention that was created. It was wonderful. I want one. Okay, I want one. Belt Bro. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's the super strong elastic bands. These 2 things that you put on. So instead of having a belt that goes all the way around your belly, your waist, you have these 2 straps that long, and they stretch. And so you clamp 2 sort of, at, I don't know, 2 and 10, right? And then you clamp the other 2 at 4 and 8, right? So it grabs the 2 ends of your pants, and it brings them in so that your pants shrink around you and is held up tightly without the use of a belt, right? It's just 2 little pieces. And so it's called Belt Bro. And then if you can see, I know my pictures here are small, but you have this gentleman here wearing dress pants, and he just has his Belt Bro, no real belt. These right here shows a picture of how compact they are. On the bottom left, he's holding a tape measure, right? So it can hold stuff to it. And then on the top right, that photo right there shows a couple dumbbells, like 2 10-pound dumbbells, maybe 5, that he's holding up with this one piece of Belt Bro. All right, so it's a cool invention. I want one. But how the hell did they know that the shorts that I was wearing, with my cameras put away now, and with me not saying anything, I wasn't like, oh shit. But like, I wasn't verbally saying, oh, my shorts are falling. What do I need? You know what I'm saying? But the internet somehow knew that I needed a Belt Bro, which I do. So thank you for suggesting it to me, artificial intelligence. However, stay the fuck out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. And let me see. Man, I know I have some slides here. Let's see what else you got. All right, that'll be it. And you know what? I'll take this opportunity to finish off with a quote. You know, first of all, again, this is a crazy world we live in, and you gotta smarten up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta smarten up. There's a lot of people that are just living their life, not aware of the dangers and the craziness that's really going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta wake up and realize. Shihan, one of her favorite poet, said, "Realize the realize with your real eyes." And so you got to know what's going on. It's kind of being burnt out, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the quote I wanted to end you off with. What I'm saying is that in this time, this is a crazy time we're living in. It's a crazy time we're living in. And what I find is that my passion became this community, this truth community. This became my passion, to start teaching people and helping people to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers. I'm probably not going to figure it all out. But I'm really trying to put pieces together to figure out what works and what doesn't as far as the real reality that we live in. I'm trying to figure out Mandela effect. I'm trying to figure out flat earth. I'm trying to figure out, the true races of what's the true Israelites, the truth of the Bible, the truth of Apocrypha. I want to figure all that stuff out. Tartaria, the Marine Kingdom, all of this stuff really interests me. The history of dinosaurs, the real history of dinosaurs, what's real and what isn't. Giants. I love it. I love trying to figure out. It's a mystery. You know what I'm saying? And so I grew up with my mom watching Unsolved Mysteries. And I used to hate that she used to watch it. It used to be so scary to me. But today, it's like, man, after the wake up that we've had the past couple of years, and that your freedoms can be taken away just like that. Something snapped inside of me and said, damn, I can't live the way I've been living anymore. I can't just, carry on the way I've been carrying on for the past few years, where I've been all about money. I've been all about success. I've been all about, motivation and being an entrepreneur and making my name known, working on my brand, getting rich and driving that Rolls Royce Phantom, which is a beautiful car. I still love it, but damn, I don't need it. I woke up to truth. And there's a lot of stuff that I've known for many years, but I chose to ignore it. I chose to walk away from it. I chose to just keep it. I was like, it's all negative shit. I need to be positive. Now, you do have to be positive because this is a crazy world we live in, and positivity will help you to cope with things. You need to be positive as much as you can. But what I'm saying, there's being positive, and then there's just being delirious. There's just being ignorant. There's just being, living in this whole sublime euphoria kind of mindset, and you're just walking around like, oh, everything's good. It's like, it is good, I mean, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. Nothing can touch me. I'm a happy life. I have a happy life. I have a great family. I have a wonderful wife. Life is beautiful. Trust me, life is beautiful. What pisses me off, though, and there is a but what pisses me off is that we've been shown that your freedoms can be squashed at any moment, and it's not up to you. And to me, I was like, that is bullshit. I'm saying that is not right. I don't agree with that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like my buddy here.
That's bullshit.
I'm saying that is complete bullshit. And for anybody that sits there and is just thinking like, oh, as long as I got Jesus, I'm good. Yes, as far as salvation goes, hallelujah. We got Jesus Christ. We are saved. We're going to be blessed. But don't sit there and not try to help someone else who's just living in this oblivious sort of state. Continue to question everything, y'all. Continue to try and wake up a little bit more every day. The pieces will come together for you. Also, I want to leave you with this quote that I read in one of my books. It's about the sandalwood, right? And there's a variation of this where someone says, to be a true Christian, you must be like the sandalwood. But I like the version that I read in the Bible in this book. It's a Christian book, but it wasn't a true Christians. It's just anybody. This applies to anybody. Because here's the thing, life does suck. Life is great. Life is great, but also sucks at the same time. What am I saying here? What I'm saying is life is what you make it to be. You can make it to be a great thing. I'm just saying, along the way, people hurt you. There are people out there who are trying to destroy us. They don't care about your freedoms. They don't care about your liberties. They don't care about your loves. They don't care about your family, your children. There are people like that. And what I teach people to fight for freedom, fight for truth, fight for knowledge, fight for love, fight for what's right, and fight with everything you have for your children to have the best life possible when we are no longer here. Whether that means you need to go make money, or whether that means you need to homeschool like I do, or whether that means you need to go and really have a sit down with your children and talk to them about things that really matters, not video games, not Minecraft, not social media, none of that stuff, but talk to them about the Bible, talk to them about their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, talk to them about loving each other, about loving their neighbors, about going above and beyond for people they don't know, about always being a guardian to their brother, not just their blood brother, but to everybody they come across, everybody that crosses their path, to give when they can, to give when you don't have it. But the quote is, be like the sandalwood. Be like the sandalwood. This is one of me and my wife's favorite. Be like the sandalwood that perfumes the axe that cuts it. What that means is that it's referring to the sandalwood. I think they use a lot in Asia, like in the Indian parts, right? There's a wood that gives off this pleasant aroma and a pleasant oil that smells really good. It's been put into a lot of perfumes, and it's just really good smelling wood. And it says when the axe comes to chop it, this sandalwood perfumes the axe. Right. The other version of that quote says, be like this. True Christians are like sandalwood that perfume the axe that chops it and does no harm to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another variation of that. And what it's saying is that there's going to be people who are going to be dicks to you. There's going to be people that are going to come in. They're just going to they're going to be what they are. Sometimes people are assholes. It is what it is. We must never be like, well, F you then and curse them back. No. We have to be forgiving. We have to be loving. If they don't realize the blessing that you are in their life, stay away. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Lovingly stay away. I hope you're blessed. I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation of how the internet is continuing to probe my mind. And if there's anybody else out there experiencing it, let me know. Please drop a like, the whole thing, share, subscribe, whatever. I appreciate all the new subscriptions. If you're a subscriber here, a new one or an old one, I love you all. And I thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. I drop a comment. Let me know what I'm doing. If it appeals to you, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you hate the music, if you hate the camera, if you hate the lighting, if you hate this thing right here, if you don't like my beard, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me. It helps me to keep going. I love seeing the comments. And I'm just a blessed man and happy that I have an opportunity to do this. This is fun to me now. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. But peace and blessings to you. Also, let me be a prayer warrior for you and your family. If you have something you need prayer for, drop it in the comments. Drop your prayer request in the comment section. I will definitely check it out, and me and my friends on YouTube will pray for you. And that's it. So next time, guys, Alofatu. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Have a good one.